Hey, Holly and management team. This is Jessica from Peterson SEO. Thank you so much for speaking with me today and accepting your free custom video. So today we're going to go over a few tips that you guys can apply right away, and it's really going to help with that online presence and getting organic leads. Now, the first thing to mention is that your website should be generating approximately 70% of your organic leads. So it is really important that your website be properly optimized. Now, as you can see, we are on your website, and you do have a nice looking website. It looks like you may have recently just had your website redone. Definitely looks professional. The biggest problem that I'm actually noticing, though, is the lack of content. Um, and keyword usage and repetition. So, unfortunately, Google does not rank your website based on appearance. It is based on content, and content is key. Um, Google wants a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on your homepage, or more if your competitors have more. Whatever your competition has, you're going to need more than they have. Your content needs to be focused around your local buyer intent keywords, and those are going to be the services that you're offering in your service area. Um, so they may not know the name of your company, but they're going to know that with the service that they need, and that's what they're going to be actively searching for. So it is really important that you have the proper content, not just on your homepage, but all of your pages. You need 150 words for every keyword that you're going to try and target. Now, I noticed that you do have a separate page for each of your services. But if you have any service areas outside of Madison, you should also have separate pages for those as well. That way you're targeting and focusing on the relevant buyer intent keywords for each of these services and in each of the areas. This is a little bit hard to get to these pages, so I probably would have done this a little bit differently, but at least you have the pages, so that's good. Um, so you need to make sure that each of these pages has the appropriate amount of content and keywords. Fire damage is great, except that's considered a national keyword. When you're going after national keywords, unless you're servicing everybody throughout the United States, national keywords aren't going to be much help, even though they have a lot more volume. Um, if people land on your page, when they realize that you don't service their area, they're going to leave. So you're going to get a lot of false numbers when you're looking at your traffic. So it is really important to focus in on those local buyer intent keywords. Now, Google has robots called crawlers that go and index every single one of your pages, looking for original content and keywords so that they can rank you for those keywords and put you in front of your customers. Now, one of your top competitors in Madison is AJ Property Restoration. They also have a nice looking website. You can see that they have separate pages for every single one of their services. They are, let's see, they're going after those local buyer intent keywords. They have the interlinking in between pages, which is good. They have a little bit more content on their homepage, but not a whole lot. It also looks like they're servicing multiple areas. Let's see. Okay, Nope, that does not take me to a separate website page. Okay. So they're listing out all their service areas, and then they have highlighted the pages that have the content. So any place that you service that has any type of search volume for your services should have its own page. Um, I'm going to say there's going to be a lot more than these few that they have. So they should actually have additional pages. But you would need to do the same thing as well if you service any place outside of Madison. That way you can capture that traffic. So in order to beat these guys, you're going to need to have better content. You're going to need more content. You need to make sure you have your keyword strategy focused in on those local buyer intent keywords. Now, let's see. We go here. This is how your website is performing. So you have a 10 out of 100 in Google's trust flow, which isn't terrible, but also means that Google still doesn't have a whole lot of trust in your website. And that's 100% because you're referring domains and backlinks. Not all are created equal. A referring domain is any website that links to your website, where the backlink is the actual physical link coming from the referring domain to your website. And the intention is to drive traffic. Now, Google only gives you credit for one backlink per referring domain. So anything extra, Google kind of looks at as spam. And it is important to note that not all are created equal. Not every backlink works for every type of business. And you do need to have high quality backlinks that are do follows so that they share their power. Now, if we look over here, it looks like only 66% of your referring domains are do follows. So only 47 of these backlinks are actually giving you any power. You have been indexed for over 389 keywords, and you're getting on average about 238 people to your website. Looking at your keywords, it looks like your highest ranking keywords are your brand, which is good, but again, that's more of a national keyword. It's not a buyer intent keyword, and it looks like majority of the other ones on your home page are national terms, which are coming from your blog. And blogs are great when used properly to help you with your content and your keywords, but you have to be using those local buyer intent keywords and attaching your backlinks to those. Now, if we look at your backlinks here, it looks like majority of your backlinks are all going to your brand or website, national keywords. So in addition to that, you also need to be attaching these backlinks to your keywords so that your local buyer intent keywords can rank to the first place in Google. If we look at your top competitor in your area, they have a much higher rating. That's because they have over 1,900 backlinks and 549 referring domains. And 87% of those are do follows. So you need to beat 477 referring domains and make sure you're linking them properly. They have over 2,500 keywords because of all the additional pages. And they're getting over 786 people to their website on average per month. And that's without having all those additional service areas that I mentioned they should have. And the last part is this Google My Business section or Google Maps. Now, for Madison specifically, you are in the top 3. I don't know how wide your service area is. So your goal should be to be in this top section for each service area and all your major keywords, because 30% of people go straight to the maps and won't go anywhere else. So if you're not listed here, you're going to send all of those leads to your competition. The most important factor in ranking in the top 3 is citations, and that's going to be the name of your business address, phone number, website, and listing in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, LinkedIn, etc. So you're going to need a lot more of those than your top competitors in every service area. And when you follow all of these tips I provided you today, your website can be number one across Google for all of your relative local buyer intent keywords for your services and service area. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find these tips to be helpful and that you can apply these and start getting more of that organic traffic. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at the number on the screen. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you soon.